Hello everyone, welcome to the History Academy. So if you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos. So in this session, we are going to mark a Sri Lankan map. So we are going to mark the rivers in the Sri Lankan map. Let's begin. So since this is the first video, we will start from the Sri Lankan map marking the rivers. And in our future videos, let's discuss about the ancient settlements, the ancient places in Sri Lanka, about the forts, right, which comes under the Sri Lankan map, and also under the world map. Let's discuss the European countries, the Gulf countries, and also about the oceans, right? So let's do this, the first video. Right, so here we are going to mark the rivers in Sri Lanka, the main rivers which can be expected, right? So we are going to mark the rivers. Under this, the first one we are going to mark is Kanakarayan Aru, which begins from the Iranamadu, right near the Iranamadu. So we call it as the Kanakarayan Aru, right? So mainly these are the main rivers. For example, we have 14 main rivers in Sri Lanka, which can be expected, right? Even simply there will be 2 questions in every year regarding this 14 rivers, right? So if you learn this well, you can get that 2 marks as well, right? Okay. So let's begin. So this river. So mainly when we are marking the rivers, we have to use an arrow, right? So we have to use an arrow, and then at the top part, right, of the arrow, we can write the answer. So what is this river? It is the Kanakarayan Aru, right? So we simply call it as the Kanakarayan Aru. Kanakarayan Aru, right? So that's like a Tamil name, right? So Kanakarayan Aru, right? And then the second one, under Kanakarayan Aru, we have the Yan Oya, right? So this is the Yan Oya. And also another name given to the Yan Oya is Padannoru Aru, right? So simply we will write Yan Oya or the Padannoru, right? So the Yan Oya or the Padannoru, so both are same, right? So another thing we have to study under this is, for example, in some rivers, there are 2 names, right? So for some rivers, we have 2 names, right? When we see the Yan Oya, we can either write as Padannoru or as Yan Oya, right? So what is in the paper, it's better to write that, right? So in some instances, if the marking examiner doesn't know that name, then it will be a problem. So you have to write the name which comes in the paper. And then under this, as we all know, the longest river in Sri Lanka, the Mahavali, right? So the longest river in Sri Lanka, the Mahavali Ganga, right? So we can write as Mahavali Ganga. And also there is another name, Mahavaluka Nadi, Mahavaluka Nadi, right? So both are same name, Mahavali Ganga as well as Mahavaluka Nadi. Under this, we have the Galha Nadi, right? So under that, we have the Galha Nadi. So this is Galha Nadi, right? So this one, right? So this is Galha Nadi. So these are the important rivers which will be expected, right? So this is the Galha Nadi. So under Galha Nadi, consecutively, we have 3 main rivers, right? So we have 3 main rivers. Kumbukan is this Kapparakandi Kirindi. Kumbukan, Kapparakandi Kirindi river, right? So we have to memorize in that manner. Kumbukan, Kapparakandi or Kirindi at last, right? So this one, we call that as the Kumbukan. So let's write it as Kumbukan. So Kumbukan Nadi, right? So in Tamil, the Nadi means it's the river, right? So under Kumbukan, we have the Kapparakandi. So this is the Kapparakanda river. So the Kapparakanda river or Kapparakanda Nadi. So both are fine. And then we have the Kirindi, right, in the Matara district. we have the Kirindi. So this is the Kirindi, right? So Kirindi Oya, as well as we can write as Kirindi Nadi. So that's the Kirindi Nadi. And then we have the easiest river, right, which can be marked in any Sri Lankan map. It is the Kaluganga, right? So this is the Kaluganga. Or we say it as the Kanha Nadi, or Kaluganga, or Kanha Nadi. So both are same, right? Kaluganga as well as Kanha Nadi. So both are same, right? On the top part of Kaluganga, Kanha Nadi, we have the Kalani Ganga, right? So this is the Kalani. So this is the Kalani. Or simply we say at it as Kalyani as well, right? So the other name, Kalyani Nadi. So both are same, Kalani Nadi or Kalyani Nadi, right? Now this other one, Jajara Nadi, and also this Jajara Nadi has another name called Deduru Oya. So this is Jajara Nadi. So you have to memorize this, right? So near this point, right? So we have to memorize like that. We have the Jajara Nadi. Jajara Nadi or Deduru. Deduru Oya, right? So both are same. Jajara Nadi or Deduru Oya. And then on the top part of Jajara Nadi or Deduru Oya, we have the Gona Nadi, right? So this is the Gona Nadi. So for some river, we have only one name. For other rivers, for some rivers, we have two names as well. So we have to memorize that. So this is the Gona Nadi. On the top part of Gona Nadi, at last, we have the Kadamba Nadi. So this is Kadamba Nadi. Kadamba Nadi. Right? So these are the main rivers in Sri Lanka. So these are the main type of rivers in Sri Lanka. So this is Kanakarayan Aru. Then we have the Yan Oya or Padannoru, right? So you have to memorize this as well, right? So this is the Kanakarayan Aru. This is Yan Oya or Padannoru. Here we have the Mahavali Ganga or Mahavalupa Nadi, which comes from here. And they are in Kandy, right? In this part, we have the Senkadagala or we have the Kandy, right? Simply we call it as Senkadagala. In some papers, it has mentioned as Senkadagala or Kandy, right? Here we have the Galha Nadi. After Galha Nadi, there are three rivers consecutively. Kumbukkan Nadi, Kapparakanda Nadi, Kirindi Nadi. So three. Kumbukkan, Kapparakanda, Kirindi. We have to memorize in that way. Here, simply we know Kaluganga or Kanha Nadi in the Kalutara district, which begins. Here we have Kalani Nadi or Kalyani Nadi in Colombo. And then Jajara Nadi or Deduru Oya, right? Under this part, we have Jajara Nadi or Deduru Oya. Then here Gona Nadi, and near the Manna, right? It starts from here. We call it as Kadamba Nadi, right? So these are very simple rivers, right? So in river, mainly we get two main questions, right? So we have to memorize these rivers and we have to refer the past papers for more questions as well, right? So in the next video, let's meet with another video regarding the ancient settlements, right? For example, we will mark the Kalpitiya, Senkadagala, and also about Iranamadu and Dondra Hedge, right? So we will mark all those places, right? The ancient places in Sri Lanka. So hope you all understood this. Let's meet with another important video. Thanks for watching.